Good morning. I'm out in the garden. It's springtime. It's Easter weekend. It's the weekend before Earth Day. And the garden is alive and life, new life, regeneration, creation, and fertility is abound. And so, I would like to share with you a few of our fertility products, some of the pieces in our fertility collection. Now, let's see. Let's start with Fertile Ground. Fertile Ground, 2-ounce liquid herbal supplement to support healthy, normal fertility cycles. And this is blended with herbs that are well known for fertility. Vitex, ashwagandha, red raspberry leaf, and it has Damiana. And so Damiana helps you feel more sensual. I'm letting this car pass. Being outside means you're being with all of creation. On our website, there are some specific ways to work with this product, and I encourage you to check it out. So Fertile Ground is the first piece. The next classic tea is called Women's Balance. Now, it is for fertility, absolutely. It's also for stress relief, and it's also for just nourishing the whole woman's body through stress, through keeping a healthy, strong immune system, supporting sleep, providing energy, harmonizing hormones with deep, nourishing herbs like red raspberry leaf and nettle, and also with ashwagandha. So go to the website and learn more about Women's Balance. It's for fertility in all phases of a woman's life. Another blend we have, this is a yoni steam. And so you steam your womb with yoni steam for fertility. And it also has really nourishing herbs like red raspberry leaf. And it also has Damiana to kind of activate and awaken your sensuality. And it also has herbs for deep self-love, for you to love yourself, purify and bless your womb to prepare to bring new life. Now, on the journey to bring new life, you need to be well oxygenated, to be well nourished. And energizing chlorophyll is for fertility and for every phase of a woman's life. But energizing chlorophyll is made from mulberry leaves, which is an ancient and sacred tree in and of itself. And the chlorophyll is the green part of the plant that looks very much like red blood cells on a microscope slide. And it shows us that it's a lot like red blood cells, so it can support your red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout your body and to alkalinize your system so you're not so acidic. And when you're in a pH that is more alkaline, you're more susceptible to life and to creation rather than stress and illness and sickness. So it puts you into a more alkalinized system, and it is incredibly nourishing and gently detoxifying. So it helps you cleanse and clear out what you don't need before you bring in a new life. So read more about it on the website. We have like 3 or 4 blogs about chlorophyll and all of its benefits. Another one to check out is Shatavari. And now this is one of the newest products that we have. And Shatavari is an herb from India. And Shatavari root is famous in India as a women's tonic and a women's elixir. And it's said to say that Shatavari is to support women for her to have 100 husbands. Now, why a woman would want 100 husbands, I have zero idea. However, it points to the vigor and the capacity and the willingness to create life and the capacity to make life and to generate it and to sustain it and to carry it forth into family and into creation. So Shatavari is a woman's sensual herb and also supports her deeply to move through life without so many rough edges. It softens her and vitalizes her. So check out Shatavari. We have a few blog posts about that. The nice thing about Shatavari is it is recommended, or it is considered safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding, whereas fertile ground, you have to not be pregnant. Obviously, you're already fertile, you don't need it. And then when you're postpartum, it's really best that you're at least 6 months or more postpartum. And that makes sense because when you're postpartum, only 6 months postpartum, you're not needing to make another baby, right? So however, if you're wanting to increase your desire and your ability to express your love through your body, Shatavari might support you with that, even in postpartum, when sometimes you don't feel so willing. And one last one that I'm going to share. Again, it's for fertility and it's also for every phase, and that is Joyful Journey. And I'm placing it here because when we're in our fertility cycle, some women have a great time with it and they just get pregnant pretty quick, and yeah, it all unfolds really naturally and easily. And other women have to work for it, and there's a little bit of a struggle, and then there starts to be a mental game and a mind game and this whole exploration of why is it not working so well, what's wrong. And I don't want to label it too much, but I want to acknowledge that that exists in the fertility journey. And so Joyful Journey is support St. John's wort to lighten up. To lighten up, have fun, you know, bring some joy, lightheartedness. And so if you're feeling overly heavy and overly dense and overly stressed about this, then just allow some drops of liquid sunshine to come in to brighten you. And so liquid sunshine and some oxygen and some energy and softness and feminine energy supporting your fertility goes a long way. And then drinking women's balanced tea and steaming with yoni steam for fertility. All of these herbs can support you on your fertility journey. And I'm completing this video reminding you to come to Birth Song Botanicals and check out our fertility collection. And if you're watching this during the Easter and spring weekend and Earth Day sale, use the code LOVEYOURMOTHER20 and get 20% off. Blessing you on your fertility journey. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.